The white band is for our shoulder mobility test in our FMS screen. So if we have trouble with this one, we're going to get a white band on the wrist right there. So for this, what we want to be very, very mindful of is trying to stay away from especially loaded overhead movement. This is telling us that there's not full mobility in the shoulders, so we want to create mobility in the shoulders before we start loading movement in the shoulders. Otherwise, we can put a lot of stress on the elbows, on the wrists, on the neck, on the lumbar spine. So we really want to make sure we address this before heavy into overhead. White band also tells us that we might not want to focus too much on pressing exercises right now. Perhaps we have some sloping shoulders and a little bit of an imbalance between the muscles in the front and the muscles in the back. So for now, we're going to stay away from heavy pressing workouts and heavy pressing exercises until we can get some of that shoulder issues corrected. But there are a couple great corrective exercises that you can do at home in between workouts that are going to help you get rid of this guy as fast as possible.
For the rib pulls, we want something under the head to support the neck and keep it neutral. We're also going to have something under the top leg to help support that. Using the top arm, we're going to grab the bottom rib and we're going to gently rotate the rib cage so that the top shoulder blade goes down towards the ground. We want to make sure that we're timing the movement with the breath, and we also want to make sure that the head stays fairly neutral, so the ribs are slightly turning the head, not the head trying to turn the ribs. For the wall slide, sitting all the way on the floor is going to be very difficult, so feel free to use blankets, pillows, or a rolled up mat in order to prop yourself up a little bit. The most important part is making sure that the backside, the mid-back, and the head stay against the wall to maintain neutral spine. Start with the elbows at 90 degrees, and as you slide the dowel up, keep the elbows and the wrists in contact with the wall at all times.